first team. There's Foster and that try back forward handball. That's an enlarged version of it, isn't it? It's under pressure already. They back the other way. Maybe Junior wants to Goldstein and into Anderson. He's been a welcome return in the last 3 or 4 weeks as well.
Great bet.
Markey had that breakout game 2 weeks ago with 7 goals. Daniel Rioli has it been out over the last 4 weeks. He looks at home back there.
I love Daniel Rioli across half-back, Addo. Sometimes you can go out and pay big money for a half-back flanker, or you got one right under your nose. He looks really comfortable across the half-back line.
And Curtis and Goldstein. And Curtis hitting it into open country there near the line. Now tries to keep it.
This will be part of the game to watch closely today. So Richmond's turnover game has been terrific, you know, it's the Richmond of old. It's their clearance work, it's just been horrible. Clearly the worst team in the competition around stoppages. North Melbourne, this is the strength of theirs. So if Richmond can break even today, that'll hold them in good stead in this part of the ground.
As Unac couldn't get clear of down. Boss says that's a legal handball to Kane Turner. Further to Anderson. Good tool with Baker. Restrained, but able to get the hands loose enough. And now Bolton, fresh from re-signing, committing to the Tigers for another couple of years. His first handball was errant. Ball put it back on North Melbourne's turn. Stevenson had good support. With McDonald. And ball getting forward, and Larkey, normally in this situation, the one to deliver inside 50. But Turner back in the team and back on the scoreboard.
Yeah, well done. He had a quiet game 2 weeks ago too, Gaz. Didn't play last week, but that was good signs. You thought as if North were relying on how to kick a bag. They certainly had an influential game from the wing, but this was well played. Yeah, I want to go back to that centre wing though. When you're talking about the Richmond that we've come to know and appreciate over a long period of time, when Shea Bolton gets that ball on centre wing and he's got Cochin on his inside, he hits that handball every single time. But on this occasion, it goes to ground and the ball gets turned over in the middle of the ground. And look, this one here, that's just lazy. Bolton's been on that. We know how sublimely skilled he is. But that's the difference when we change it to Richmond team in front.
Back, yep, for sure.
There's the difference right there to what we're seeing.
Looks like a good tip so far.
They're charging forward inside 50. Lynch is getting a good look. Reebok's getting a good look. And to North Melbourne's credit, they were able to make a pay on turnover.
25th goal of the season for Cam Zuhan. Missed last week, as we know, with concussion, but back in the team today. Goldstein over the top.
I really do think North is a better team going into this right now, though.
12 intercepts, 7 intercept marks. Nice to get them going. Goldstein. Open up. Back to 10.
Big corridor team out of the defensive half of the ground. Away from to come through the middle of the ground. Tigers will be well aware of that, trying to ride in the corridor.
Simkin. 29 disposals, 7 clearances last week. Stevenson.
There they go. Look down the way. This has been a problem for Richmond all year, guys. Being able to defend the end, contest the mark. He spoke better during the week. Probably wasn't happy with the trend of the game in general. Maybe because it's not suiting Richmond.
I think the stand rule is a view that it's probably hurt the Tigers.
Yeah, I think the stand rule may have been brought in to combat the Tigers. I had a fair reason AFL House, I think.
All. Curtis Taylor couldn't quite. He was surrounded by Richmond players. Rioli slipped the handball to Stack. And now Lambert. Lynch. Only a goal per game over the last couple of weeks. And 4 in the last 3. Tom Lynch and the Kangaroos get the job done defensively again through Robbie Taylor.
Underrated part of North Melbourne's game is their defence. They've actually got their experience in their defence. Terrence there, Mackay's coming along nicely, knows evil. And Turner is becoming a really good shutdown defender. Luke McDonald, as a wingman, he rolls back to support the defence. So all their experience is that part of the ground.
I just have to remember about North in the first half of the year. They were without a lot of soldiers, weren't they? And some of those experienced players that you talk of there. Jamont was one of them on the sidelines. And so was McDonald. So he got the handball moving. Kick just a little wayward from Davies here and goes over the line. Anderson was another.
Even so, though, we're talking about the 18th
team in the competition here playing against Richmond at the MCG, a ground that they have owned for so long. And we're talking about them, as a 50-50 concept.
Well, they haven't owned the MCG this year, have they, the Tigers? There's Bolton.
Yeah, I actually think North is going to be in the 8 next year.
His first two in a Tiger jumper last week, but fell short.
I think they've been playing good the last few weeks. They just had a really bad start and didn't know how to look for each other, but now they definitely play as a team now.
North haven't lost 2 weeks in a row since the bye either. It's been draw, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss. 3 wins, 4 losses, and a draw in total.
16 uncontested marks to 1.
Yep.
So you get an understanding of how they want to play North Melbourne. They've been the number 1 uncontested mark team, but just whether Richmond.
I don't even think they're going to get the wooden spoon this year. I think that's going to go to either Adelaide or Hawthorn. I'm leaning more towards Adelaide now since the Tex incident.
That's going to be a problem for Richmond today through the centre of the ground, guys. If they give the North Melbourne player 2 or 3 metres, the kicker will go for that target. And so far it's hurting them.
They have to know that, don't they? They would have done their homework. Number 1 team.
I became a fan of AFL really by watching highlights on YouTube. It started with watching UFC knockout highlights, and AFL fights was like in videos you may like shit or whatever. I watched that, and then I just wanted to understand more about the game. Then I really just got more and more into the game the more I learned, and it happened to be right around the start of this season. That's pretty much how it started, and everything else is on YouTube. LA or horrible at the moment. Yeah, so, yeah.
So far have come from the Kangaroos. Just a sultry goal. They're going to get another opportunity.
I can see Adelaide getting a wooden spoon for sure. Although I like a lot of the young talent on Adelaide. Like I like Thilthorpe. I like Thilthorpe a lot. Fucking Doggedy. He's gonna be a different type of player too once he gets a little older.
Be forgiven Asprey for dropping off slightly, but what about the kicking skills so far on display from North Melbourne? Going at 79%. 22 uncontested marks to 1 this stage of the game in favour of North.
I'm not sure who Ishe is.
Goals 11 for the season. He's a very reliable kick for goal, and he's delivered the second for the Roos.
Look at the Roos pulling ahead early. Hey, Richmond is an unrecognizable team right now, bro. I can't believe this is a reigning premier team, a reigning premiership team that the number 18 teams playing against right now.
North Melbourne players unmanned in the middle of the ground there. So this is Richmond have been lax in trying to cover that off, and they haven't been anywhere near committed to try and win a footy back from it. Once they get possession, North Melbourne, that plays out in the second test mark tally. It's just a bit ridiculous at the moment.
There it is, guys. Last 5 weeks, that test marks, they're number 2 in the competition. So let's look at the difference between the 2 teams in the last month of football. So they're averaging 104. Richmond are only averaging.
Uncontested marks is just good ball movement, in my opinion. And North's ball movement has improved so much these last few weeks. Really, every game, North seems to have better and better ball movement.
Those last 2 kicks are what you have to do and what haven't been done. They just kick to the unpredictable space here. They've been pulled to the left on both occasions. Richmond defenders down the line trying to set up. Easy hit up.
Just 2 goals for in 19 games. Plays a big part in a lot of their scores, but not too much comes off his own boot. That leaks away to the right. Through for behind.
I think it's twofold, Gary. When you look at what North Melbourne are doing defensively, staying in the corridor, staying in that centre square, literally always aggressive, always ready on turnover, they can be utilised and used. It's incredibly aggressive.
Revolt spoiled it down. It was good play because it allowed Edwards and Coxon to get involved. Now Graham.
Let's see so much value at 2-9.
Slight bit of separation. But that had disappeared by the time the ball arrived. Walker does the job defensively for North.
You can't downplay North Melbourne's kicking skills so far as well. Like 2 of those kicks across the ball, that's the hardest kick in football. They've been able to nail going inside 50. So the connection's been good so far.
Joyce thinking up to 6 disposals already. Goldstein against Coleman Jones. This time down to the outside. Bolton couldn't handle it again. He had
Do I like Snoop Dogg?
Taylor's kick disrupted. Coxon, who was back
Yeah, I like Snoop.
Bolton delayed the handball, but when he looked up,
I look dead. Yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna make it through this whole game. I'm watching the game right now. It's just the camera's at a high spot, so it looks like my eyes are low. But I'm watching.
Assessment over and Lambert ran to the right spot. It must have barely been a reply.
The shots are from Walker. Lucky to hit his boot. Slid sideways, so a switch off there. Defence switched off, and I think Josh Walker was thinking about that bad kicking error he made. Richmond were able to exploit that opportunity. Big kick now for Parker. Try and settle the nerves of the Tigers and just can't get the game going early.
2 goals, 2 last word. His first goal since 2019. He kicked 16 goals from 17 games for the Saints. So it was a regular goal kicker then. His 4th game.
Yeah. I don't know about Richmond this game.
Just a little reminder every now and again why North Melbourne rated on the ladder. Because you see those sorts of mistakes, and that's what we've got to eradicate from their game if they want to consistently climb up.
Marshall Jr. was charging off the mark there. He put the pressure on Hall and turned it over, and Coxon delivers beautifully for Bolton. Who's having a look.
Bolton hasn't been as good as he was at the beginning of the year either. He's definitely quieted down after having that mark of the year contender. Come on, Tigers. I don't know, man. Tigers ain't looking too hot right now. The Tigers' legacy might be over. The reign of Richmond has stopped. I'm sure a gang sign. We don't do that over here, man.
Got 16 defenders in the defensive 50, the Kangaroos, so should never hit up forward here.
High to the square. Bolton versus Goldstein. He got a piece of it. Ultimately, it's out.
Very sign during the week. Shape on. Good sign.
Huge plus for the Tigers. But his form has just tapered a little over the last month or so. Back into play with Goldstein versus Lynch. Dow thought about it. Gives the Bolton eventually. Right up against the line. To the curling back kick for Parker. Lynch. Advantage. McDonald came to a halt for a moment, and then Zerha gave him something. As an injured North Melbourne player.
Jack Reed caused some damage. Just doing the 10 wins. Good Josh Walker there.
Walker Simpkin. And McDonald. Here they go again into the short kicking game. Through the middle.
To the corridor. North scores off shit like this, bro. Maybe not this time, though. Good pressure by Richmond.
Posting up and then switching to the outside. Tigers now who have played every game this year. Castagna, nominally the fifth, but he is the sub today.
It's great coverage behind the footy by North Melbourne defenders, working well together.
Yeah, they've slowed this down, haven't they? They could placing it wide from Fosco. Certainly a welcome return back for his 10th game for the season. Going to be his lowest tally of the year. To Rioli. Just a set-up kick and hope more than anything. Reasonably well stopped. Tom Campbell left it there for Graham, who might have seized. He did seize the opportunity to win the ball, but stays alive on the kick. Parker. Oh, well read by Taylor Thomas. And Davies Jr.
See if the Tigers can tighten up the air, just put some pressure, try and get them to kick down the line a little bit. That'll be a win in itself.
Forward came from 3 deep.
So that's the first time they've really been forced to go down the line. So that's a little win. It's a little adjustment. We've seen, I reckon, the last three or 4 minutes. They've won more of the footy, so they've been able to control what's been done with the ball. But it's a bit of a win there for Richmond.
Josh Walker going downstairs for some medical treatment after that big clash with tackle.
Graham's played at his feet. We saw Anderson swooping on it now. Stevenson, there's too much depth on that kick.
It's a bit of a poor kick. He just crossed and read it beautifully. Just kept backing off. The more Stevenson ran, the more he kept going defensive side and ended up kicking it down his throat.
Rioli thinking of Tenner to give him something. Eventually, one of lives.
Richmond has decent ball movement. Like, their ball movement isn't what's lacking, bro. It's like they just lost the ability to finish, which is crazy because I feel like they still have a decent forward lineup. They just can't convert.
Contemplating a kick in with so many Kangaroos back. And Tarrant takes another mark.
Yeah, we saw this last week against Geelong. North Melbourne were very hard to move the ball against.
Yeah, the North's defenders are just playing great right now.
The Tigers can move the ball quicker than what they have been today from defensive 50. Good work by North.
Lucky did enough. Anderson, Ford has to deal with Flosto. An experienced youngster in his second game of AFL footy. Played it. The first one as the sub where he saw no action. Kick goes to centre half forward. No whistle there. Ball once it hits the ground. Good aggression from Prestia. The Tigers win it back. Cochin had the awareness that Zebra was coming in for the crunch, and Crunchy hit. Cochin gets up, but the footy has disappeared. Demont and the Kangaroos are on their way. Thomas wreaking havoc, and the path is ahead. Goldstein really pushing here, testing the Tigers' defence. Does he take it on? He's got Larky in the square, came up the instant.
And you fucked it up, bro. North still does make goofy mistakes, bro.
Lost it again, holding up in the back half of Richmond.
Stack as Grimes came to give him the run from behind.
Yeah, Johnny, the reign of the Tigers is over.
So the Kangaroos prevail. Well, it was an untidy handball back for Davies Jr. So they are on the retreat. Hall looks to go forward and go wide and deliver for Campbell.
Goldstein long with Asprey.
Yep. Larky versus Foster.
I actually have North winning this game.
And hits him. He wasn't far off. Thomas has been devastating so far. Slipped the handball to Taylor. Couldn't find the next step. And Lambert digs in for Richmond. And Curtis. Revolt and Cochin both good.
Yeah, so Goldie's been able to push forward. He's not playing in the ruck, actually. Campbell's come on the ground now.
Stack to the outside. Ford couldn't get a hand in. Well Smith. Oh, it's a block kick.
Yeah, got some players offside here.
Wow. Short pass to Anderson.
Got some space ahead of the ball now. Got one-on-ones ahead of the footy here.
Marty had his choice. He was spoiled for choice, really.
The minute that free kick was called for a block, And Richmond had players that run offside, which is okay, but when you look back goal side, it was one-on-one and there was just space to be run into, so you couldn't use it. They had the choice of Scott, he had Larky was in space as well, so they're going to take advantage of this North Melbourne. They've had some really good looks going forward and make it pay.
Bailey Scott, 6 goals, 5 from his 14 games this year. He's flirting with that post, but it goes to the right side of the Kangaroos.
Let's go north. Let's go north.
To register a major. They're teetering early here, Richmond.
Absolutely.
Somebody in Blues gonna win tonight.
More central option there. It was brave. He could have gone for the easy one, Larky, but then it would have been a tough shot.
Just want the baggers.
Again, as you say, Gaz, we all thought that this was a Richmond free kick, but it went against them. The Richmond teammates, they took off on the other side of the ground, and then Marnie was just able to ease his way down the open side. Have a look at this kick. So, Larky's the easy one.
Where's my cellular device?
So Richmond after round 14, they kicked 2 goals against St Kilda. They kicked 10 against the Gold Coast, 11 Collingwood. They kicked 8 against Geelong, 6 against Freo. And they had 5 losses that averaged 53 points. Their ability to score has just dried up. And you look at it and you go, well, Lynch and Reebok still
North has been playing good, bro. These last few rounds, North has been a good team.
Kingy got some news on Josh Walker.
Yeah, concussion assessment.
They still have problems converting, but it looks like Richmond is having those same problems now.
Ball out of the middle. Towards the wing, but Simpkin got there first. Uses Jamont. Access.
Look at this, bro. Their ball moving. They're moving the ball so easy right now. And as soon as I say that, they do some shit like that. North definitely still has its problems.
I'll get the next part right. So Prestia. There's a welcome inclusion back in the team last week. 31 disposals, 10 of them contested. Coleman Jones. Ford. Simpkin. Davies Uniac was slowly his opponent, but he had 2 Tigers to contend with. Short, they tried to slip into their regular mode of halfback. Lambert. Out a bit of room for Baker. Hasn't quite got the waiting right on that kick.
well read by Turner. And he had Rioli covered. He was just summing it up. And as soon as the ball went to the boot, he left Rioli as intercepted.
Does he really embrace this new role, Gaz? Yeah, like Ian Turner's been terrific. He's a smaller, shutdown type defender.
There's Rioli with a chance to apply the pressure, and he's just about got him. That's what he has been able to deliver.
Fuck no.
So much to learn, but show those desperation skills and pressure skills at VFL level. Ford with his chance. Stripped of it immediately. Play on for Stevenson. Who leaks out of behind.
It's laboured from the Tigers. now.
Welcome back, Colin.
I mean, they've marched from opposition at the moment. Lost and taken 3. But there's not that bounce that we've come to expect, which is a credit to North Melbourne behind the footy.
Roscoe plays it to Prestia. It's the handball again, but each time they handball, you feel like North aren't too far away from where it's going next. Prestia gets a clean kick. It's from behind that time on the cop.
Just to endorse your point, Gary, that's the 17th time that Richmond have counterpunched from defensive 50 or defensive half back and haven't got the ball inside 50 up and scored.
Yeah, that might answer the question, Kingy. Why they kicked 2 goals in a game, or they kicked a goal and a half a couple of weeks ago. The Revolt and Lynch just aren't getting the looks that they had.
Davies Uniac with the release handball. Hall's on the march and looking menacing again. The Kangaroos. Stevenson went out with Fostone. He got help. And the ball goes through for another behind. So that's 7 scores to 2.
Yeah, it is. Hall's been terrific. He's been a big part of their improvement.
Millie, I'm not sure how you watch for free.
They've been braver. They start to get kicks into the corridor now, but he's been a big part of that.
Far away from Jamont, intercepting another one. And North have got numbers around the Sharon again. McDonald swooping in. Jamont back for Goldstein. He has a good look at what's ahead. Play on. Campbell makes a move.
That's why Stevenson.
And he dropped the foot. Just outside the 50. That was interesting disposal from
It's all good, Colin. I don't know if I'll be up for this whole game.
Ball for Zerha.
I'm gonna try. I might give me something to eat that might keep me up,
Ralph Smith
but
just has to pump the brakes.
They don't even keep going there. Give it to Revolt 1-on-1 inside 50.
it's not looking good at all.
Arrived from behind. Graham, who is a beautiful
Yeah.
delivery ball at his best.
It'll be crazy to see North get a blowout win on Richmond. I think that would be the biggest upset. In a round already full of upsets, North blowing out Richmond will be the best upset.
That up. Just would have liked him to go for the first time when Rewell was 1 out with Tarrant. He didn't go there, he waited. Then when they eventually did go there, Hall was able to get over and chop it off.
41 goals, 21 in 16 games against North Melbourne. Just a couple of weeks ago, he kicked 6 goals, 2 in his 300th game. Jack Rewell, 45 goals, 28 for the season. Tigers need one, and unfortunately, he can't deliver. He's struggling to find answers at the moment, Damien Hardwick.
North Melbourne just playing in the tempo, and Richmond just struggling to get the footy back, and their back half is tentative. There's some different names down there, some different faces.
So the siren sounds at the MCG, 1 quarter in, and the Tigers have got some big issues. North Melbourne's strong form in the second half of the year continues. They're out to a 19-point lead at quarter time at the MCG.
Would have never expected this at the beginning of the season. This stat line doesn't even seem realistic.
Friday night, I'm with you, Jono. Should be left to the A class.
That was an exciting finish.
Well, that's an 8er at top of the table.
Since we first opened our doors in 71, fashions have come and gone, as have you, our wonderful crew. You've been part of every road trip and every Aussie childhood. From the moment you first put on the uniform, you brought passion.
Samacas does decent right now, I'm not gonna lie.
50 years of McDonald's in Australia, we want to say thanks to all our crew, past and present. You made us Maccas.
Now at Harvey Norman, more mobiles, more offers. Great deals on 5G mobile phones. The Vivo Y52 5G 128 gig with triple camera.
Matter of fact, I'm gonna go see if I got anything to eat real quick that I don't gotta wait too long to make. Hopefully these commercials are entertaining and don't get me copyrighted. I'll be back, y'all.
See our specialist team for more mobiles, more offers. Limited time only. Now at Harvey Norman. Great Northern Brewing Co. The beer for up here.
With tooth sensitivity hits, try Colgate Sensitive Pro Relief from Chemist Warehouse. It's clinically proven to instantly shield against hot and cold foods. Colgate Sensitive Pro Relief is half price. Leave look feel well at Chemist Warehouse.
At Chobani, we're leading the way towards nutrition that delights. With naturally protein-rich yogurt combined with deliciously crunchy mix-ins. For goodness that really satisfies. Chobani.
Valvoline introducing Enjoy to the world, designing new products to reduce downtime and keep business moving. Because an original only moves in one direction, forward. Valvoline, the original engine oil.
It's not a four-wheel drive, Keith. Nothing but high-powered water-gun trucks.
Not all gymnastic action happens at the stadium, eh, Keith?
Yeah, looks like a lot of paperwork.
Unlike some insurers, Amy have an app that lets you easily manage your claim. Who helps cover the challenges of the everyday arena? Amy does.
Oh, the new boss. I should say something smart. Travel bubbles, Bitcoin, politics, the Royals? Oh, pick something. Oh, hello, news.com.au.
Be on it with news.com.au.
The final sentence begins Tuesday, August 24 on Front Showcase or watch on demand.
premierships and so many memorable moments. Big goals kicked at big times, domination at others. Jack Riewoldt been on the biggest stage. He's sung songs with the Killers. They have delivered, but their ownership of this MCG has been seriously questioned this year. The difference in win rate from this year to last. 3 wins, 6 losses this year. They've barely lost in that top area.
Yeah, they're a bit unrecognisable at the moment. Just watching those highlights, there's a bloke who wears number 4 that makes an enormous amount of difference, I think, all around the place, does that? But it's more than that. It's the way they're playing, it's the way they're trying to defend as well. It's just not the Tigers have become to appreciate and love.
They're in trouble again, down by 3 goals at quarter time. Let's get down to David King.
It's become a corridor contest, there's no doubt about that. The Kangaroos want to take that challenge on, and there's going to be some errors along the way. They're the young team, but they want to bring the ball back through the middle at all costs. I think it's twofold. I think firstly they want to defend that wing line that we know Richmond want to use. They want to get their handball game going and come at speed. But look at the eyes of the Kangaroos players. They know where their midfielders are lurking. It's Goldstein, Anderson, we've seen Simpkin and Taron Thomas in there through the course of the first quarter. 59 disposals to 20 in the absolute corridor of the MCG. All scores from the Kangaroos have come from that. 3 goals for, 8 goals inside 50. So for me, if Richmond can't find the answer here in terms of shutting down this they could pick it up.
Alright.
It's a big challenge. Moving to corridor play.
And the way they go forward, I love those two just cut off the spear. Don't play on train tracks. Come inside. You see what we can see there. Curtis down the line, setting up for something a bit longer. Love it. So
I like that opening spook from last week either, guys. Geelong defended the corridor really well. But today they've got a...
So Harwood's off season.
Encourage them to keep following that game stop. Get it back into the corridor. We don't have to see Richmond concede 16 inside 50 in a quarter, really.
Coaching 32 touches last week. 6
What did Hardwick do
Then it's North Melbourne out of
in the off season?
Fourth centre bounce clearance to Joyce.
I was just going to say, Joyce Simpkins got so much of it started, hasn't he? Stevenson flicks the hand pass. Cochin knew that he had to release it quickly. And he had support in Lambert, who waited until Short got to the right spot to get it back. Well, Tarrant slipped over ahead of the play. Richmond Harbour kept the flow going. He's had a free kick for Coleman Jones. He's fell.
it's a bad one. It was a bad one too because Turner, he had, when we look at the replay, you just see all the support that he had. So he only had to try and keep body contact on him there, and he had numbers supporting him as well, front and back.
Coleman Jones, 5 games for 8 goals, 3 this season. 4 against the Crows in his first game of the season, 2nd overall. 2 and 2. Just struggling a bit. Richmond needed something. The big fella has delivered.
I'm still pretty confident that North's gonna win this. He was dating an employee at the club. Oh man.
What's the best way forward with both he and Dan Curvis and Charles in the lineup? He gets the chance today and he's making the most of it there.
He's a talent. He's starting out of the goal square right now.
Keep an eye on Simpkin. He's got a mortgage on these centre bounce clearances.
5's hit the Kangaroos.
Conference on the bench for the moment. That was in there extracted at that time, and they go back through Thomas. And then Hall streaming off half back. He targeted Goldstein, who competed. Stevenson, they were coming from both angles. He got to it pretty well. Simpkin, a softish touch. But Taylor, Asprey, right in his face. And Larkey, one more handball. Was made it a little bit awkward. And Curtis throws his body around.
Really got one. Notice Todd Goldstein after a centre bounce clearance. He runs forward. Been watching the last few weeks. He goes forward straight away. They nearly hit him with that kick. About 70 metres out from goal.
Yeah, Richmond hasn't looked like a finals team in a while, to be honest, bro.
which way it goes, he snaps forward.
Taylor, Richmond jumpers around him. She away the numbers. Edwards.
Which means it's a challenge coming out, Hunter.
Exactly right, although somehow found Bolt. Misjudgment there from Turner. Bolt able to send Rioli on a path along the wing. Oh, there a hand pass straight to Jamont. And that changes everything because you'd think they'd be able to kill them from there. Through the middle. Simpkin buys some time before taking the kick right across the goal to Ford.
The only challenge for them sometimes, the Kangaroos, is they've got players on there, uncontested markings, great, but if they're one ahead of the ball, kick it them.
Davies, yeah, too long on the kick for Larkin. Grimes. Doing what he does so often. He only had the 4 intercepts last week, so well below his normal number. Stone gets it short for Koch. Manson. Lambert, Koch and kept on coming. Off the left.
Trying to get something going, Shank. He's trying to get some run out of that back half, but Kangaroos have got it covered everywhere.
Thomas, Jamont, Simpkin, Taylor. This is going to have to be tough, but no chance really. Grimes. Even that was fast as perfect. Little early move there from Turner.
Look at how did that happen?
100th game next week. Quite a journey with him with injury. Next even. Skipper. Oh, Campbell gets ground by Foster.
It was a great courage from Campbell because he pulled the kicks even into a hole that was always going to make him run into some sort of a dangerous area, and then lost it here. Yeah, it's just clean a free kick or clearest free kick as you like for the seat. Great courage, the big fella.
Said to bide his time to get back in the team. His 9th game for the year. Get enough of that, as you can see. Ford from the side, Larky from the front. Oh, they won't be happy when they say that. I don't think the Richmond defenders. There wasn't as much competition as you would have imagined for Nick Larky.
Probably wasn't a deliberate ploy by Campbell to drop it there, but it actually worked out to be a perfect spot. 15 metres out from goal, so difficult for the defenders to punch it through, and allowed Larky to be able to jump at the football. He's coming on beautifully. Nick Larky is the key forward.
2 goals last week against the Cats after that 7 against goal.
This is last week. It was touched
On the way into it.
and Hilbert. Toby Green was it? A good kick. The goal late in the game last week. Touch ball again on the mark.
I was had that hangover year. That's the fall hard on that dude once I go to St. Louis.
Interesting, guys. They continue with the Ducks demand.
I guess it is kind of comparable to
As soon as the centre bounce contest is over, Kane
the Warriors, Golden State.
forward to centre. So interesting that Turner's got the big job again today, as he's had most of the year.
He's been good. How early in the year did you have him? Has it been all year?
Has been all year, back half of the year more particularly, Graham.
Larky almost snapped with another one, and the free kick was paid tonight, of course. So I know they weren't in great form before they lost Dustin Martin, but he's a hard man to replace.
Yeah, and just confidence and just a touch of brilliance. Right now they can't get him over halfway. Yeah, now they should.
Turning it over again. Bolt tries to hit Rioli, but Bonner knew it was coming, looked up well, it's in
I wonder why. I wonder, is it like, so with like the NBA, I know if a team is dominant for too long, other teams will adjust to start trying to beat that team. Is that similar with AFL? Like, do teams just learn how to, or do coaches just learn how to adjust to how a certain team is playing and start getting players to counteract that? Is a team dominant that long to even, for that to even be a factor?
Look at how many players around here. Look at the number of Richmond defenders around Nick Larky. And they did not get a total, a fingernail.
Or Larky boy.
2018 bleeding from Mason Cox got hold of about 5 of them.
So Larky, one goal to two, and they have not capitalised on absolute dominance.
But this is why they made that cut.
You definitely gotta hit those, Larky.
Absolutely where they need to be. David Noble was doing a great job, but it's just this ability to be a bit more.
Gotta hit shit like that for the highlight reel, at least.
Yeah, because they have been all over Richmond from the opening bounce.
I think Larky's normally a beautiful kick for goals, so there he's brilliant.
He's kicked 15 goals, 3 the last month of football. Number 1 in the competition in Barkley for goals, with 15-3.
We considered one against Carl, I think 2 weeks ago. Fantastic display. His growth has been outstanding since the bye.
Steve gets onto that. Serha. Restrained immediately by Press during the tackle. Was rewarded. Second ahead from Cam Serha. Is just 15 points despite the fact that Gad being played exclusively left of screen at the moment.
7 inside 50s to 1, Hutto in the second quarter.
Ralph Smith. Ryan Baker. Found his left and then Levi got one where we wanted, then lost his footing himself. McDonald, Zeeble.
Nurse and accuracy is definitely what holds them back as well.
Tigers can generate some forward momentum. Left foot grab this time. Bolt was up.
Key, I've been really impressed with North's defence the last few weeks. It's the experienced part of the ground, but the cohesion has been terrific.
It has. They've been under a little bit of pressure, Brownie, to be fair, because the Kangaroos' pressure upfield hasn't been the best. So I think since Robbie Terry's found some form, they have as a group.
Curtis, a hopeful handball more than anything. Anderson took a step too many and will be penalised for it.
That's better. That's what Richmond people want to see. Some of this forward half pressure to try and get some field position. They just haven't been able to get a repeat entry, haven't been able to keep it in their half long enough to
Graham, a searing pass to Dow.
create things like that. So this would hurt. This would really hurt the Kangaroos. So the second quarter here now, this is just a repeat inside 50, but they've been inside once, they kick the goal.
Should put in homework on the opposition team.
Wasted 5 minutes from there.
Hasn't kicked an AFL goal. His third game of the season. One of those was as a sub. Thompson Dow gives it everything. You saw the result. Frustration in both coaches' boxes for different reasons. Here comes the man this side. Ford.
Interesting kick out, the small man through him too.
Coach Stack pulls the man in front as you heard.
Tom Lynch takes the footy again, boys. So it's been a tough month of footy for the big key forward. There's a lot of service. It's a free kick against Shea Bolton against way down in the forward pocket. He grabbed Kane Turner, flung into the ground. 50. 25 out straight front. So picked him up through into the ground. Turner jumps back up and then pushes him back down again. So free kick at 50.
It's a big win for the Tagger, Gary, isn't it?
Well, it just says that he's inside his head kicking. We know that. We've all seen it. So I don't reckon that Kane Turner's going to. And now Bolton comes to the bench.
Yeah, Michael, I can see that.
A little message and all of that.
And Serha to punish them fully. He has. Slips it through for the Kangaroos ball. And it's back to 20 points.
I also
Well, they deserve the goal. So they've been-
I also noticed that there's a lot more rule changes in AFL than
So just watch the bottom left.
in the NBA, at least.
Frustrated by the off the ball jam from Chester.
So,
Swings him off the
I-
side.
Coaches probably do have to go through a lot of adjusting.
Ball is at the time, and then he gives away the 50. That's why it ends up 25 metres out from goal into Haas' hands.
I don't know. I never really thought about that shit like that, though.
Damien Harvey takes Bolton to the bench. So the coaching have to be able to have a chat with him, but it's a disappointing result.
They are a show at times.
Even at
I
the
can't
best,
believe
they were prone to the odd giveaway 50, weren't they? Last year they went through a period where that happened. But
Yeah.
I wanted to Brownie, can we a couple of times where he's gone long periods of the game without touching a footy. Now, that
On the
could be-
deliberate rule, like as far as out of bounds and shit.
You've got to get up the field. You'd be tempted to put him in the ruck. Now, Coleman Jones is there, but he needs to get upfield, try and work his way into the game. At least, I haven't seen him in many contests today, Gas. That's the problem.
To Curtis Taylor. Lucky looming again, and from 2 Tigers to score him. They did it with good effect. Edwards as they try and slip into some sort of run. Graham's playing a bit of a lone hand for Richmond at the moment. 13 disposals so far. That's a bit more systematic. Ralph Smith to Dow. He's been okay. Rioli buzzing around to waiting down.
Richmond is trying to get in a groove. If Richmond's going to score, this is it. Deliberate rush behind literally doesn't exist anymore.
To be perfectly honest, that's
As far as just out of bounds in general, bro, it's so different because I'm used to the team takes it out of bounds, it's the other team's ball or
on that occasion.
something like that. So for it to just be a throw in,
Most likely knew that the ball was
not only just that, just
he earned towards Lynch.
it's a lot of differences, really, man. But to keep it on point, as far as my thoughts on deliberate, I'm good with deliberate. Deliberate is more what I'll be used to. Well, more what I'm accustomed to.
He's not the biggest key forward. He plays like a key forward, though. He's got a bit of Jordan to go.
But I do really like the fact that
Jake Stringer as well.
it gets thrown in if it's just out of bounds accidentally. And I know a lot of players get away with kind of making it look like they accidentally hit it out of bounds. So with that, it kind of takes the point away for deliberate out of bounds or whatever. North might be taking this game away, man.
He only had one goal. They've been one of the best forwards of the comp.
There's Lynch. There's a space out to the left that he wants to get you, and you see Rioli just come and take that space. He's had no other option to go to the top of the square, so they just not working for each other in the end. And Aaron Hall again. This is a side now. Their forward half are sort of starting to wonder how.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to see because as I'm talking through it, it is easy to like get over on the deliberate rule, in my opinion.
Richmond are a shell of the team. I cannot.
Why do I love AFL so much? And look, I started watching this sport at the beginning of this season. There's no other sport like it. You get good contact. It's a high contact sport. Players are really trying. There's not much flopping in this sport compared to other sports. Everybody's going out there giving it their all. It's just a sport that you have to respect. I've got out and started playing myself, so that even grew my love for the sport even more. But yeah, man, I wish I really found out about it sooner. I hope when I make it out to Australia one day, I'm not ass when I go out for a kick. But yeah, just go to the last touch like AFL. I didn't even know AFLW had different rules.
It's understanding each other, understanding where the space is, where the boys want to be able to lead, and I think they're all just trying to work it out at the moment. It's not
If they did do it that way, players would pay a lot more attention to the boundaries for sure. I think it would showcase the more skillful players. Matter of fact, thinking about it, I would like for deliberate to be taken away too, and it just be the other team's possession. Because a lot of players do kind of take that as a get out of jail free card and just accidentally hit it out of bounds.
in the hole in front of the big forwards. Just impressive.
Sorry, mate, just having a look at Barrel Ball. He's 460 metres gained already. He averages about 650 per game this season. At what point does a forward have to become responsible to Tasman?
Yeah, well, that's really that though, isn't it? I mean, you're just watching this fantastic play now, and Bob just left him, just took off and left him. He's going to get it again.
He does.
When is the Sydney Essendon game? This might be my last game tonight. I'm getting tired. Yeah, the Sydney Saints game is after this one. I don't think I'm gonna make it to that game. It's already 3:30 a.m. over here, so.
That's an incredible amount for a kick.
Zabel.
Just left his man to help out with.
Simpkin are running both sides for the handballer.
But that's what I was saying. If it went straight to the other team, I think it would make for a more interesting game. I think players will have to showcase their skills a lot more. You have to get another level of finesse, just boundary line finesse. And I would really like to see that. But at the same time, as a new fan, just having to toss in after every out of bounds is something new to me. And I've been enjoying that. It's just something different.
It's a hand pass to Foster. Out wide, Daniel Rioli.
Did that in my first game. My first touch, the teammate ran off the outside corner of the fridge.
You would have got 20 for the rest of the game, wouldn't you?
Did not touch it.
Oscar to Koch. Choice is which option to take. You can put him on the rest of it. Comes around. You can see how much Kim Koch is trying to get this thing going.
Trying to will his teammate. They make horrible. Just balls hits the ground. North, especially the last 5 minutes, just doing what they please. North.
26-point gap. Koch again. He had Prestia with him.
I think they're outworking it too. Every time you look at the ball, it's a ground ball, loose ball, they're outnumbered. They've been so impressive. The work rate's been right at the very sharp end here.
Flipped it out. Ball. Ladies Uniac. Ball through the middle for Lightning. Ball leads up the direct path to goal. So it leaves them vulnerable out on the wing. Edwards was the disruptor, but McDonald keeps it moving. It misses forward. And so Lambert is there to link up with Dow. Bit of an opening through the middle.
Well, you're not too critical. That's a young man that's still just finding his way, but their ability to transition from one end of the ground to the other just hasn't been there.
Thompson down to the spot. So he's getting a bit of the footy. It's a good sign for him.
I think one of the prime aims is to take Richmond's handball game off.
You can pull it right about sleep, please.
77 so far today. They've hardly been threatening guys. Nothing's really come at speed.
And
They've only had 84 kicks as well.
as the ball's coming back pretty quickly, the inclination then to run and receive isn't there.
I actually didn't know the deliver rule was something that a lot of people had a problem with. It is confusing at times. Just in some cases, players are obviously intentionally trying to get it over the line. But yeah, I never had a problem with the throw-in. Yeah, Michael, I agree. I think it would definitely showcase a lot more skill. I think teams will have to dedicate a person to just not dedicate somebody to keep the ball inbounds, but I feel like a lot more teams would try to gravitate towards the wing to prevent out of bounds, and that will open up the corridor a lot. So it actually would be an interesting change.
When's the last time you saw
has his way with Goldstein. Connor, holding ball. And Tarrant. Watch out. Almost forced the turnover early. Donald. Connor. And he's in here. He's had it again. Wasn't far off. Forcing, but he does play a part in the turnover. And Jervis back through the middle. Can they load up with meaning?
What are the biggest rule changes from 12 years ago? Because the only one I really know is the man on the mark, because that rule went into effect this year. Or, yeah, I don't know too many other rules changes. Just because this is my first year.
Last 2 minutes of this quarter. As the Kangaroos have extended their lead, they've kicked 2 goals, 2 to 1-1. They have dominated periods, but reflect more than that. A 4-goal lead pretty handy as we head to the main break. Stack. And it's over.
This would be, I mean, it's the first half, it's the half.
Brother, I don't catch too many games live.
There are elements that he
I usually try to stay up Saturday and Sunday. I try to take a nap during the day.
Certainly started out with a set of clearances we saw there. They've won each and every one.
But I catch about 4 games live a week. Usually, if I'm catching the game live, I'm watching it with y'all. If not, I just really try to watch games where I can. That's why the recaps kind of come out kind of late sometimes. But shit, we be busy a lot, especially trying to get our own team going out here in our area.
Give him a chance. The guy was ready and waiting though. Anderson, some pressure on Turner. Worked his way through and then out the back. Anderson again. Soft touch football. 10th possession of the quarter coming up.
Contact below the knees. You used to be able to get away with contact below the knees. That seems dangerous, especially how fast players be moving and in kicking motions. That seems pretty dangerous.
He's held up. He's been one of the better key defenders this season. Good matchup between him and his brother.
Well, this step uses the stand rule to go. Can't get a real jump at it. He might get a free though. Some high contact to give him some late hope in the turn.
Well, they haven't really looked like marking one when they've been going along like that, so they need a little bit of some assistance. Let's have a look at it. Yeah, he's got his left arm, Robbie Tarrant's left arm over the shoulder of Jack, so the free kick is 100% there.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine players just sliding in, but I better may forget highlights if you jumped over it.
With his shot in the opening term, this should be an easier proposition. And it just squeezes through for a goal. And that's something to work with for the Tigers, whose season is on the line. They can lose today and still make the finals, but it's very unlikely. And certainly
This
the
Gold
way
Coast and North about to end
the Kangaroos
2 seasons. Are they both about to end seasons this round?
2-4-16. The
Too many changes to mention since I was a kid. I say bring back not in possessions from target. Oh, it's a great way to avoid time. Not in possession tackle. Not in possession when taking a girl.
This is crazy. I think he's getting the hang of it. Rent it now on Foxtel Store.
Not in possession when taking a bounce.
A distracting new deal every week in August. This
It was a
week,
great way to
$5
avoid
for Big
tackles.
Mac meal and
I'm having a hard time understanding what you mean by that.
Experience the best at Harvey Norman. There's
Not
an
in
HP
possession
laptop for
and
everyone.
what take
This great
bounce.
all-rounder, the 14-inch HP with 128 gig SSD, now
I'm
420
trying to imagine it. It's like the way I'm seeing it is like a player when you bounce, it's not considered you have possession. Like, I don't know. I'm kind of stuck on that. It might be a slow moment for me. You're penalized for diving on the ball, which is another rule that I have a problem with. It desensitizes ferocious. Yeah. See, I can see why people say that footy has gotten softer because sliding and diving on the ball, they definitely will make the game more exciting to watch. But it probably is safer how it is now. But it would be cool. I couldn't imagine a lot of players just diving on the ball now. I got a lot of research to do this off season, man. I got a lot of games to watch, shit to see, eras to watch. So many changes, hard to keep up. It just stopped. World flow felt good. Everybody saying big this week. And the changes was better as well. It's halftime. We can look up some stuff. Let's check out Gary Rohan breaking his leg. Is it his ankle? Is this what you're talking about, Young? Ooh.
He's grabbed his ankle and he has had ankle problems before.
So he quickly put his hand up too, didn't he? So that is a real blow. We'll get back to that picture. He's kick inside, cut off. And Bird in the back half. So he's in trouble. I think the stretch is coming out now. So Gary Rohan kicking a goal. Now there's a turnover here. And McIntosh has been in good goal kicking form. He's got 6 goals this season in the 3 games. So
There's a spectre on the field, okay? Spectre on the field.
here's what happened.
Ooh. Ah, god damn. Whoa.
He did not move from that moment. He left his foot exactly where it was. That was before any...
Bad.
Yeah.
God damn.
Such a likeable bloke, Gary Rohan. Turkey, he's been riddled with injuries, the young fella, hasn't he?
He has, and we always saw in that first couple of minutes he provides a real next snap into the Swans, but he has had some injuries and he's come back and he's just got great strength and character.
That shit was bad.
He's got a great family background and this is a real blow, not only for himself, but...
Yeah. Alright. What else we got? Kevin Bartel highlights. Wait, if you had a ball and tackle was about to come, if you bounced it, the NA tackle do. You got the free for big tackle without possession. That would be an interesting rule. The bounce rule. Well, Cullen, what you were talking about. It would be a good way to avoid tackles. And as a tackler, as somebody coming in for a tackle, I think it would be hard to even keep track of somebody getting rid of the ball or not. Because last game we played when we were in Savannah, STEEZ had a tackle. Brad had handballed it away. STEEZ was still chasing him down for the tackle. So, yeah, it's easy to act like you have the ball when you don't. But all right, Kevin Bartell, I'll check him out. Oh, Bartlett. Oh, fucking Tiger. Is this that old ass dude that like played? He had the longest footy career, if I'm not mistaken. This is his 350th game. He looks like he's on his last game, his last leg in this game. Yeah, he played 403 games. Games, 5 premierships. I'm assuming he was a Tiger his whole career. Looks like he was a small forward. Oh, he even played back in the black and white days. Alright, we're gonna mute this Tiger winner shit. Played back in the black and white days. You know your trivia. And I try to be doing a little research. Yo, the alternative Tiger songs. I have not heard any other Tiger song. Let me look at Darren Jarman.
Again the target. Atkins caught going the wrong way. Jarman and loves kicking there for that one. Bring up to Johnny Platt. The long kick.
What happened to the white coats and the white hat?
Spins out of trouble.
The white fedora.
Who falls over, doesn't do that very often. Jarman turns around and puts it through.
You know what, beast with that little turnaround kick shit.
Just keeps it in play, still with Jarman. Just seems to have all day left. Richmond, he got straight through. Flies for Essendon. Hawks wait down, so look at the skill of Jarman. That is brilliant play. And look, I think they've got the majority of the support here tonight. Although it is Jarman, brilliant skill. Where's the lead from Dunstan? There he comes.
Oh, he played with Chief.
Well played, Jarman. Not over just yet. It's still there. Jarman, clever play by Derek chasing. Jenkins clear. He gets the pass to Jarman. Jarman, look at the talent.
God damn.
An hour to get rid of it. Combination finishes with Anderson. He kicks into the centre to Jarman. Look at that. High kick. Jarman, great use of the body and he's quick to play on his team ball. Craig Scholl. Oh, who was that? She goes to one another next week. Opposite sides, and that's what they're up against. There to kick the ball back into play. He does. Jarman marks.
Half forward, looking to give it on quickly. Walks, kicks it in towards front. Dunstall, look at that. Clever tackle to Jarman, then did the Shepherd.
Look at Chief out there giving assists.
Almost ran too far, pulls it back.
And Jarman got deal with the finesse.
Pass away. Allen's kick is high, in towards the square. And a fine.
This boy nice. This boy nice for real.
He was good. Kick into the pocket. Here's an opportunity for Hawthorn. Jarman, that's clever. Kicks a goal by the look of it. It is a goal. Very difficult to stop.
The white coach, bro, that shit is hilarious. So
Sometimes situation, with the ball, there's no guy. The next one, oh, we got your favourite here again. I love this. Comes around, sells right up the dummies.
oh, this man was a beast with the dummies, selling the candy, if you will, if you don't mind. Right. Back in the day, right? I've seen a few clips of everybody just running on the field when some exciting shit happened. That shit seems so fun, bro. Oh, what a specky.
Dunstan the back lost it, so too Stevens just slightly overrunning it. Good recovery by Jarman. He heaves it towards goal and pops through another one. Centering kick. Oh, Jarman!
Yeah, Jarman's nice. Darren Jarman.
Right to the goal square.
I ain't about to watch this whole 20-minute shit, but he's definitely a dope player. Alright, let's see where the game's at. David T always got something to say.
There is something we need to improve on. We need to just get really present and just go out there and be our absolute best. And some weeks when you're absolute best, you play a better team.
Your season's over with, bro.
That's okay. And you lose, but it's when you're not at your best, then you lose. It's really frustrating. So it's a bleak day for the Blues today at Marvel Stadium. Not good news for David Teague. Also not good news for Toby Green. I expect he's going to get a 2-win.
I'd like to see that. I'm about to pull that up since we still got some time.
This was a great I think it's careless conduct, high contact and high impact. Now the reason it's high impact, not medium impact, is because Dangerfield went to hospital. He's spent the night in hospital. Now the captain confirmed that he's out. He's been discharged. He's got that bruised throat, for lack of a better term, and he has a chance to play next week against.
Use the same commercial. And both of them, man. Let's see.
Some of these guys use their whole body to hit each other. Yeah, I like to see that. These guys can catch a ball from 12 feet in the air. I like to see that.
What, bro?
Are you telling me these guys run flat out all afternoon? Yeah, right, I'd like to see that.
26 big guys in very tight shorts. Yeah, I'd like to see that.
I didn't even know.
These guys split the dummy at the umpire and get away with it? I'd like to see that.
Yeah, I've seen Australian rules. What rules?
Kick goes from 70 meters out. I'd like to see that.
That was a dope commercial, actually. I like that one.
Pizzeria taste, surprisingly, from your freezer.
Yeah, T got it there, Colin. Make way for Clarko. Nah, I don't know if Clarko gonna go there. I would like Clarko to go to to Carlton. I would just like I would like Clarko to go to a team that already has some good players, bro. I would like Clarko to come to West Coast if he can make it, because I don't think Adam Simpson gonna cut it for us too much longer.
With 25% off Repco branded batteries and 30% off downloads on car care. This weekend only. Repco. It starts with the parts.
I can tell, bro. Most people out here have no idea about footy. Me and STEEZ are trying to change that. Hopefully we can, bro.
Max work, max play.
Shit, that's the goal at least.
Never fails to crack the smiles. Aussie cheer. Oh, and you know what?
Is that a grilled cheese sandwich?
It keeps these little legends kicking goals. And these slightly bigger ones too. Bringing cheer is what our
The
team
Tootsie
does
chart?
best. And you can bring it too.
Are these grilled cheese sandwiches?
Bring a little cheer with Cheer Tasty Cheese.
From the very beginning, when we dreamed, you helped us make it a reality. Our cold
Oh, there's multiple I like to see their commercials.
with ever more responsible ways to farm.
Shit, the next game we have is actually regionals, and that's going to be the 21st. So there should be a lot of teams out there for that. I think there's going to be at least 6 teams. And it's going to be an all-day event. We're going to start playing. I think the first game starts at 9 a.m. And we should be playing until at least about 6. It's a whole tournament. Should have a lot of footage. Hopefully I have enough battery on my camera. I have enough batteries with me. But yeah, it should be a great day. Should be going out to drink after that shit. It's in Savannah. It's in the same place we played our last game. But it's just going to be a lot more people. So yeah, I definitely look forward to that for sure. This one is a little different.
Australia's most amazing spectacles. I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see that.
So you're supposed to sprint, bouncing a ball, shaped like this. How do you do that? Australia launching men into space every few minutes. I'd like to see that.
I can't put the camera in the middle, Rob. That's where my TV is. I like to see that commercials are dope. I'm gonna have to show STEEZ these shits. Oh look, it's me. I came up on the recommended. Yeah, we moving up. Oh, hold on, we're not about to watch this shit though. Hold on, let me get off this. Look at that. That's me right there. Man, we made it. Yeah. Bro. I know that football. That's good, bro.
That's a horrible mistake for someone so experienced, Jack Siebel, and speaking of experienced players, it was Edwards that was onto it first.
You're going to make him pay, but his zone off where it's been weak, so he's been playing on rally, and that case Baker, he said, mate, you're not going to be involved, I'm not back in the hole, so he's got position there. This turnover's really costly. 2 in a row for Tigers, mate. The Kangaroos, what they didn't do was take advantage of their dominance in that first half of only 5 goals.
This to cut the margin to 14 points. From 35 out, Edwards gets it done. And the Tigers are close enough.
I got you, Rob. My bad. It really just depends. Actually, when we go to regionals, I should have somebody else with me to be able to like be on the camera and move it and follow us so we can get better footage. And that, I know that has been a problem. We trying to work on that, but nobody wants to work for free. Yeah, it's just a process. I try to get the camera wherever I can see most of the game. But this is only our second game on YouTube. Trust me, it's going to get better. We're going to try to have games out here, like locally, where me and STEEZ live, at least once a month. Right now we're traveling like 2.5, 4 hours just for a game. So once we get more local games, everything is going to flow a little easier. We'll be able to get better footage. Hopefully we can save us some money and get like a drone or something and get some like really nice footage of us playing. But we're still in the early stages of this, everything. Gotta remind me from Marietta. Yeah, man. Well, about, are you Aussie or are you American? Did you just come and visit Miami? Because Miami's a nice city to visit, yo. I appreciate that, young. Just know we only plan on getting better. So everybody that got here early to this journey, man, I hope we don't disappoint y'all, but we got a lot of plans for this shit, and we're gonna take this as far as we can, really. Shit, we just really just love the game. We're trying to spread footy as much as we can. The same way we talk in front of the camera is the same way we talk off the camera when we just with our homies and shit. Yeah, from Melbourne. That's what's up, Rob. Do you come out to America a lot? What you gonna do in the off season? So for the off season, we plan on doing like AFL history. There's a lot of players we want to go back on and just do like some research on. We'll probably make videos about that. Hopefully we'll do like at least a weekly video about a player or a team, organization. Something about footy history, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's hard to find shit. Like there's not much about any players in AFL, and a lot of footy players got interesting history. Like y'all have a lot of African refugees. Y'all have indigenous people, Aboriginals they have an interesting history in the way y'all incorporate that into the game, and have there's a lot of shit we could talk about all season, you know.
Returned it to Prestia. It's a bit of a dump kick down the line. Lynch made the contest and Reebok goes to work. Lagged the kick nicely for Lambert, and then Lynch was on his bike in the pocket. He's charging. It was a difficult shot, either a shot or a pass.
But again, that's much more familiar, isn't it? So ball goes into their back half, they outnumber Cotton Jones here and doing the Aspership Park. And everything they're doing initially now is under a degree of pressure.
And of course, we're gonna have our own footy shit, our USAFL content. We'll probably have a lot more videos of us practicing once we get more people out there consistently. A lot of time it's just me and STEEZ kicking the ball. It's hard to do that and man the camera at the same time. So the more people we get, the more time, more people, the more knowledge. It's just everything's gonna get better, man. Just trust us, and we'll keep you entertained, good content. Hopefully, we will be able to teach y'all a little something about footy in the future.
Instead of playing, so Prestia would have thought in the past he plays on there, just gets it inside 50.
I'm not sure that Foxton's any closer to goal than Graham was when he took the mark. It's further out. He's probably a longer kick, but
Yeah, we're definitely gonna be taking suggestions, Colin, as well. We might do a live every once in a while too during the off season because I like doing lives. I like talking to everybody. So we might watch like a classic game. I know a lot of people talk about. Damn, what year was it? I want to say it was '98. Geelong versus the Hawks. A lot of people say it's one of the best finals of all time. Best grand finals of all time. Definitely gonna check that out. Might go live for that if y'all want to watch that with me and STEEZ. And Richmond is making their way back into this fucking game.
One step, I think he might have been putting it to the top of the goal square, but he's absolutely nailed it. I thought he picked out Robbie Tarrant. But this is more like Richmond, so early in the quarter, I know we're going to be 8-10 minutes into the quarter, but a lot better. So the pressure around the contest has been outstanding. North Melbourne still having a crack at those shorter kicks, getting into the corridor.
Also, I don't know if y'all would be interested, but I can get interviews with like USAFL players and shit like that. I can sit them down and talk to them and ask them about how they got into the game and what made them want to play, what team they go for. If y'all are interested in just getting to know more Americans that love footy as well, I can definitely do that for you too. Or even Aussies that are out here trying to spread footy. You watch many footy shows during the week. I don't anymore. My favorite footy show is actually Bounce, and they barely talk about footy, but I think they're funny as hell. So I watch that. STEEZ, he'll watch First Crack and On the Couch. So he's more into the shows than I am.
Short, leaning into another handball. The width was there, so Rioli can have a look. Ducks back through the middle. He continues to wander. He had to give the warning. There's the handball set up. Prestia good enough to get it back. Graham, indecision there between Dow and Rioli. He's going to do something what sides up.
Been the best midfield, Jack Graham, tonight in disposals. Running hard still.
Remember that? My brother went to Georgia Tech. Loved high school, CSP. And it was crazy because I was going to, well, me and STEEZ were going to the store the other day, and we ran into somebody that watched footy. Matter of fact, it was a cashier. I don't even know why the conversation came up, but we got to talking about footy, and he was like, he seen it because it was on FS1 out here now. But I'm pretty sure it was like a local footy game or like a VFL. It wasn't AFL, but I think footy is, a lot of people are getting into it. Well, at least I'm noticing more people get into it because I'm trying to get people into it. But yeah. What's up, Julian? Glad you can make it to the stream live. Yeah, the interviews with USAFL players and other people involved with footy would be interesting. I can definitely do that. Really, the next time we go out, so the 21st, I know the 21st will be regionals, so we'll be in Savannah then. And most of the teams in this area, it should be teams from like 3 different states at least coming to regionals. So that would be fun. It's all day around other footy players and other people that love footy. So I'll try to get as much video as I can then.
Yeah, but the process was right. It was still taken on through the middle.
Steve's wearing it.
You want us to go there, we'll go there.
Steve's somewhere wearing this Carlton hat for sure. Does Joe like footy? Joe actually does like footy. He doesn't watch it as much as me and Steve's, but he definitely, his team is the Dogs. He does enjoy it. He started playing first, so he has a different appreciation for the game than me and Steve have. Like, when me and Steve started watching, we really never thought we was gonna play. We actually went in like, fuck playing. I don't want nobody jumping on my fucking back. But then we kind of just met people out here that were into footy. We met an Aussie out here who played for the USAFL, and he kind of just taught us how to play. Well, taught us the basics, and we really just been working with him. But with Joe came in after we already played our first game, so he played before he even saw too much of footy, and he played as ruck because he's pretty tall. I think he's like 6'2" or something, and he's just long arms, so he played ruck and he did decent. He played actually real good his first game, so ever since then, he's been paying more attention to the games and shit. Juwan. Colin, it's actually with a J, man. It's Juwan. Juwan, but it's all good, bro. Yeah, I probably will. A lot of people out here do have Juwan Howard. Yo, that's funny because that's actually the person I'm named after. My dad's just really into basketball, and I got named after Juwan Howard because he liked the name Juwan. I think my kick has improved a lot, actually, Rob. My drop is definitely lower now. I try to keep the ball below my waist really at all times. Even when I'm just moving with it, I try not to bring it too high anymore. And that's helped a lot with my kicking. It's definitely made me more consistent with the lower ball drop. As much as everybody said I need to do it, I'll appreciate all the criticism I get because I'm definitely more comfortable with my kick. You know, I haven't tried any bananas or snaps or shit like that. But on a set shot, I can kick that shit straight and pretty far too, if I say so myself.
Another look to the future there. Stevenson doing some centre bounce. We know that Thomas spends a fair bit of time in there as well. But yeah, I like that little bit of a mix.
I would have liked to have more video sooner. But like I said, it's just been me and STEEZ going out there the past few days or whatever. So I haven't been able to get much camera footage. Julian, you tipped North to win. Julian, I think North's going to win this game too. Well, I had them winning this game. North's been looking like a good team these past few weeks. And Richmond has been looking ass. Their reign is over with. So I definitely see North I see North holding on to this lead. Growing up when I started playing footy, only to people even on the run. You playing marking ups at lunch. My teacher That's crazy. I couldn't imagine. First of all, growing up with footy, I wish, bro. I wish, because I know how ass I am, especially in the eyes of an Aussie. But I didn't even know, like, there was games y'all played, like, markings up. That sounds like jackpot. I don't know if you know what jackpot is, but we play jackpot with a football. There would just be somebody that throws the ball. It would basically be like a big mark contest. It would be like 4 people trying to catch the ball. The person throwing the ball will call out a number. You'll be like 10,000, and whoever got that ball, caught the ball, got 10,000 points. That's what jackpot is. And you would just play till, you got to a certain amount of points. All right, Cullen, appreciate you stopping by for sure every time. Cullen, you ain't missed a live yet. And I definitely appreciate that. 17 yards apart with STEEZ and kick back and forth to one another. Yeah, I'm not going to lie, Rob. We go out there with intentions of doing that, and it just be so much more fun to kick it far. And I have noticed that my short kicks I kind of struggle with, but I can kick the distance far. Last time we went out, I was really focused on low kicks and just trying to keep the ball kind of like at head level, like 7 feet at least. Still need to work on that, but everything is getting better. I'll say that. Relatable. I'm from the UK. Yeah. Julian, do y'all have a lead out there? I've seen like some a London AFL lead, and they actually look pretty decent. Once again, it's supposed to develop your own style. Yeah, Michael, I see that every player does have their own little techniques. Like, there's definitely the fundamentals, but once you get the fundamentals down, it's really about tweaking your game to making that shit comfortable for you. And my thing is, I'm almost comfortable with kicking it, but when it comes to games, since it's just me and STEEZ, we usually don't do anything with contact, or it's really just not much running between me and him. So it's still a whole different thing when I'm actually playing the game. I feel like I'm just ranting. I don't even know how I got to what I just said, but it was true. Yeah, Richmond's definitely making a comeback. I haven't been talking about the game too much, but hey, Richmond just got the fucking lead. It's gonna be disappointing if North just lets this happen, bro. Because Richmond came out this second half and really looked like really started playing aggressively this second half.
Pressure here, so turnover in the back half. Kick's not quite there. Ball goes into dispute.
Dude.
And then watch this ball here.
Have you watched Irish football, Gaelic football? I have not. But there is actually somebody that comes out and kicks the footy with us. He plays Gaelic football. I guess there's a team out here. I'm actually not too educated on Gaelic football. The most I know is from the guy we go out and practice footy with. And he's just real athletic. He says it's similar. It's just with a round ball. But no, I haven't watched any of it myself. Sure kick to kick home shit skills. Rob, I can see that. The short kicks are definitely the most difficult thing. I'm having problems like getting consistent and accurate. It's either I kick it and it doesn't have the right spin on it, or it doesn't go as far as I want it to. If it does have the right spin, it's definitely a lot of tweaking I still have to do with the low kicks. A round was good, man. Hit you one. I'm listening to you on the drive home. Keep ranting, man. Yeah, love to support A Ron. Appreciate you though for sure. Dusty, come on North. I hope North may make a comeback too, man. Like I said, I'm going for North this game. Plenty Irish AFL players. I think there's a lot of, to my understanding, there's a lot of Irish people that live in Australia, period. Oh my God, Richmond just came out looking like a different team. Just came back. Richmond decided they're gonna play aggressively. North is just looking goofy on defense. Richmond is just moving the ball around them at this point. They're just making that one extra pass, that one extra handball, that one extra kick to just get around North, and they're looking lost in the process.
Game's now changing to reflect what we've come to know of Richmond.
And they lead by 10. Again, it looks like North can work their numbers out of the middle.
I'm not giving up on North, though. I still think North has a chance to win this game. They just need to remember. They just need to remember they can.
So much better in this quarter.
Zerha was on the move, trying to cut through, but Boston sends it the other way.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I'm assuming that's when he was on the Hawks. And is there a rule against everybody running on the field now? Because I haven't seen it. I assume in there you get some type of fine. I know there was streakers a few games back, earlier this year. But of course you get in trouble for that. But if everybody just runs on the field at once, I mean, what can you really do?
few weeks ago to keep them in the hunt. They fell short that day. They're 10 points in arrears right now, a little bit shell-shocked. The goal is exactly what Curtis Taylor is able to give them.
Teenage, you just came back at a really good time because North was just looking like a shit stain for like 10 minutes.
So they force this in, and what Richmond are doing now, so they're pressuring up, so North's got to flick the ball around by hands, which hasn't been their MO in the first half especially, but they're able to get one here. Probably a little bit lucky there. Taylor was on his own, because that's some of the Richmond players had the ball trying to
This is a great piece for the Kangaroos today.
Benji, you talking about Buddy's kicking his 100th goal in a season? Back in the old days, it was allowed and it was a ritual when someone kicks 100 goals. Make it to prison 8. It felt bad, did, but the fans. People power has spoken.
Just 21 years of age, Curtis Taylor. They've got a good young crew coming through. And the Tigers too have some inexperience today in this one. Out of the middle again, Simpkin. To McDonald, to Davies Uniac, Buddy had him in his sights, big man. Forces the turnover, Graham suddenly throws it away. And the mark not played to Mackay, had to turn tackler straight away. Absolutely desperate stakes. Because it's circling here, Richmond. Coleman Jones got the ball to boot, and is instant through. It's going to be reviewed.
Teenage, that was more what the rest of this quarter looked like. That'd be crazy, man. The culture, the footy culture is just so different, bro. I wish I was a part of this shit sooner. I can't wait to make it out to Aussie, make it to some games, play some games with the local teams if they have me. Hopefully I'm not too bad myself out here.
Review complete. Looking at these angles, we can see there is no deviation as the ball passes the post and no spike on edge. Decision on scoreboard.
So confirmation that it's a Richmond goal, and it's back to 10 points.
Come to the bar.
I'm telling you, little blokes, that's how you do it, boys. Sure, though. But I think that was that passage in play. There's the goal there. Confirmation of the goal. That passage in play from the centre, I think that's a great example of the turnaround of Richmond in the second half, guys. So they're pressure.
So I'll go to the bar. Set.
Players turning up to each contest. They flick the ball on. Yes, it might be a little bit messy, but have a look at that. So the numbers are kicking over to each contest.
When I make it out there, I would like to stay out there for a few months and just be able to go everywhere out there. At least everywhere where there's footy. I ain't trying to go to the wilderness, you know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with the wildlife like that. Although I see y'all have like the most exotic looking animals in Australia, bro. Like I watch a lot of I want to say Discovery Channel shit, but you know, just Animal Planet type shit where you just look at animals, and Australia's always up there. They got some different animals. Fucks with it. Crash on my couch, homie. For sure, man. Whenever I get out there, whenever COVID lets up, that's when we can make some more for sure plans. But I definitely want to make it out there. Well, I definitely am going to make it out there.
Nudge it forward. Marnie had to take that because there was Richmond players everywhere he looked. That's a good response from Marnie. He's going to win a free out of that.
Vancouver's a man on a mission in the middle, trying to change the tide here. It's a bit embarrassing when you're down by, what is it now, 14 to 3 centre-bounce clearances.
Marnie plays to Nankervis's favour to get a hand onto it. Forward.
Another one by the big fella. Tackling machine out there. It's amazing, isn't it? It's a simple game. When your players get to work, you know, around the contest in the Richmond midfield, led by Nankervis, just got to work here. They're very ordinary in that second quarter. I felt as if North players just walking through. Intense hell of a lot better here.
Bolton found a way to extract it. Baker's kick wiped out by Jamont. And it ends up over.
The discussion about in-game coaching is incredibly relevant today. So 75.
And we got a war with Emu that we lost.
Says we can't win if they continue to take contested marks.
I actually don't know that. I'm not too familiar with Australian history or anything like that. Actually, recently I just looked up what your dollars look like. I think y'all call them banknotes. And I think it's really dope. I don't know if it's all current, but I know if what I seen was right, is there like a male and female version? Not version, but a banknote for a male and a female. Like, alright, so the 5 has Queen Elizabeth, right? I think the 10, the 20, and the 50. I don't think there was 100. Or maybe there was no 50. Maybe it was just a 10, 20, and 100. But they have like a male and female on the banknote. And they're just 2 different banknotes. Or what?
Which is fine for Richmond. Richmond happy to play that style.
5, 10, 20, and 100.
First quarter, Richmond 160, second quarter 174, third quarter 216. That's the gap, isn't it?
He got interested all of a sudden.
Former Prime Minister Mike Oxon.
Come and participate.
Rob, I must be stoned. Hold on, I'm going to show you what I saw after this quarter. Pretty sure I could find it again.
Wobbles it inside, one last hurrah, perhaps for the Kangaroos for the quarter. Marnie identified Simpkin, but he was beaten to the ball by short at the last possible moment. And the Tigers may have staved off any threat late in the term. The instructions are pretty clear to Coleman James.
I would have loved to have been in the meeting at half-time. What did Damien Harvey say? How emotive was it? He asked for extra special effort, or is it all strategy?
Kangaroos with the clock as a minute here in terms of trying to get another score. So what a quarter from Richmond. Morris Rioli Jr. in his first game of AFL footy at the MCG.
50.
Just kicked a goal and he was part of this Richmond surge.
Alright, so.
7 for the term, just 2 for North. And it's Richmond at the final term that lead by 20.
Shit, hold on. Alright, so I was looking at this. Because I was trying to figure out who was on y'all money. Because, you know, we got fucking dead presidents and shit. We got presidents that really are debatable if they did anything good for our country. So it says on the 5 is Queen Elizabeth. On the 10 is Banjo Patterson. And I don't know. I don't know if it's an or and. But Dame Mary Gilmore. On the 20, Mary Reby, I don't know, and Reverend John Flynn. On the 50, David Unapan, and Edith Cohen. On the 100 is Dame Nellie Melba and Sir John Monash. Oh, it's just the other side? Oh. So, on one side it's a male and one side, the other side is a female? So what about on the 5? Is that right, bro? I might be tripping, bro. It's just the other side, bro. This shit is crazy.
Really well together, and you'll get a better outcome. Today, what I learned about teamwork is allowing everyone
don't know. It's like heads and tails. And that that's different as shit. I really do respect that though. I respect that it's not just like presidents. These are like important people in history. You know, people that really made a difference. Even Aboriginal people. We just have presidents, bro. We just have presidents that own slaves. Like, they're not even respectable people at the end of the day, depending on how you look at history. So, I really just respect how much y'all appreciate the culture and everything. Gandhi, you guys, what do I think about the AFL commentators? I have noticed that they're wrong a lot. But as for this being my first year watching footy, I would say they helped me a lot. I definitely wouldn't have learned the game without listening to them talk about it. But I can see that there is better commentators out there. I like Dunstall just because I like I like Bounce. So he's one of my favorite. I like Brayshaw. Yeah, I'm just a blunt guy. I don't know, man. I don't really like the bong like that, man. Abe Lincoln stopped slavery. So, Abraham Lincoln does get credit for the abolishment of slavery, but he also had slaves himself at one point in time. There's your scoreline at three-quarter time. 9-6, 60 to 7, 8:50. Brownie, Gary and Mate. But let's get down to David King. The slave of him. For sure, man. Most people on our money had slaves or were just bad people. Look up Andrew Jackson. He's on our $20 bill. And he wasn't no good person all his life. He just was always in the right place at the right time. And he became president. And now he's on our money. He was really like the Trump of the 1800s. Well, shit. I'm not good with years. But he was the Trump of their time. We're all slaves now. Ain't that the fucking truth, bro?
Richmond up until that point in time, they only had 15 for the game, so outstanding. Forward half tackle as well, that's where the damage was done.
Well, if you don't ask a question of a team that's on the bottom of the ladder, then you will never get the answer. And they didn't ask any questions in the first half. That was the difference. So they said, well, half time, they're looking at it, we're staring at it.
That's why I really encourage everybody to go out and try to do their own thing, make their own money. It might take making some mistakes to get there, but take mistakes as a lesson, learn from that shit, and make your own money. Learn how to take care of yourself, because at least in America, the government is not going to take care of you, bro. And I'm not going to spend my whole life working for somebody else's dream. I'd rather work for my own dreams.
I love when a big ruckman, like an old school ruckman, comes out and imposes himself on a game of football, guys. That's why they love playing for him. Have a look at that man, premiership. He senses his team is in trouble at half time. Thomas made the move, but it was Goldstein who services Jamon and tries to hit the chest of Larkin. He wasn't far off the mark. Marnie to the outside.
outside. Davies Uniac. They might need something special. Doesn't quite hit the mark.
We talk about what happens at quarter-time, half-time breaks. I'm sure David Noble said, hey, we're not rolling over here. It's only a 10-point margin. There's still the opportunity to claim a really big scalp in the contest. So you don't want to see North Melbourne just fade away and say, oh, it was a brave first half. I think the expectations are higher than they were early in the year.
Ansell to the numbers, to the big guys. They fight it in the air and then on the ground. Ends up going North Melbourne's way. Simpkin was pivotal again. From Tarrant to Hall. Have that same influence in the third term, Hall, but he gets a target inside 50, and it's Marnie.
And these are the chances they're going to take. If they're starting to believe.
Gathered to Hall wasn't really in position, but it does allow Marnie to get a little closer and hit it the sweet spot.
Yeah, God, I believe it. That shit's funny.
Oh, it's great, but that's what needs to happen. I mean, if they take
I guess Americans know our seven's pretty good because of football. Well, gridiron, if you will, if you don't mind.
maintain the style of footy that was troubling Richmond. Okay, they've got to deal with the heat that came their way in the third quarter better. They win the contest. It was a 10-point margin. It's now down to 4. Very much still alive.
Looking at Tarrant Thomas out there, Gary and Brownie, he's getting hammered at every opportunity, every stop.
Nah.
Overly physical towards Tarrant. So I think it's a real.
Are you asking, do police in Atlanta drug test drivers, are you saying if they get pulled over? No, police really don't handle any drug testing. If you get drug tested, it's more likely going to be from your job, whoever employs you.
The ability of the young man, just 21 years of age. Simpkin and Davies Uniac have been credible as well. The North out of the middle. There's Thomas, there's Davies Uniac, and there's Hall. But they're being pushed back, which gives an opportunity for Reebok. Trying to seize that opportunity, which he does now. Off the left boot, a bouncing ball. Parker to give. Bolton threatens to hit the ground, and Bolton doesn't capitalise.
It's dangerous when you keep handballing backwards. The wave of pressure from Richmond just comes down on top of your mistakes are inevitable. So they want to need to move more forward north. Can't get caught going backwards against the Richmond pressuring up.
What's up, Andrew? Appreciate the love, appreciate the support, man. North looking like they're in trouble though. If they don't break out of Richmond's pressure right now, it might be over with. No, Dean, I haven't watched too much. Actually, if you send me suggestions, I'll definitely take time to watch it, bro. I definitely fuck with the music you've been suggesting. So, yeah, I'll watch a show or two or some movies, bro. I definitely like y'all humor. I would say y'all a lot more laid back than Americans, in my opinion. Everybody out here be trying to, you know, everybody over here trying to step on each other to get their own money, bro. So the humor is just different out there, and I fuck with it. Yeah, Michael, I can see that there's definitely racial issues in Australia. I can tell that from some of the music I've listened to. But I would say that y'all are doing more to combat that, or that I feel like there's more consequences for racism in Australia than there is here. Here, you'll get more said to you if you know, have a comment about the LGBTQ community more so than a racial comment. Who's going to win, Port Adelaide or Adelaide Crows? Port Adelaide for sure. Port Adelaide's just been looking like a better team all year. Although I don't think Port is gonna win it all, they haven't been consistent enough for that. They haven't beat any team that could really put good pressure on them. They've just been winning against the bottom tier teams all year, which works. They win the games they have to. But Adelaide Crows is really just an easy win, bro. Crows are not going to win, especially without Tex. I highly doubt they're going to win.
Not as certain about it right now.
35 players were ahead of Grimes when he took that kick. So the challenge is to find a way through. Short, back pedal, but suddenly there's a gaping hole. He's got full momentum and he didn't take the shot on. Trying to be kicked down, impressive. How did he get through? Doesn't quite finish it.
Much of it, no doubt.
I would like to learn about Australian history more. And although, see, y'all say that I know about my history more, but it's definitely what they want us to know. Like, especially as a black American, there's a lot of shit that is not taught in history classes. That is easily looked up. That shit that they just try to wipe completely away from history. So we learn about shit that makes certain people look good in school.
Well, they've done really well to get to this stage here. Bit of space on the outside.
Here they come. Ford had to fly from behind. Stack made the footy his target. He won it back brilliantly and bravely for Richmond. Now Smith through the middle. They are surging through Graham. A bounce and then to the outside to Baker. Revold's got through to continue the head, so he has to just pause, and now he's called to play off. Dow becoming more confident.
How bad was that kick inside?
See, I mean, I don't even know what that is. We definitely aren't taught a lot about other countries at all. We're basically taught that America is the greatest country. We have the most freedom, which I don't even think is true anymore. And we're almost taught every other country is damn near in poverty, or they don't have shit going on for them except exotic animals. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell you about any prime ministers or anything like that in Australia. I can't tell you too much about anything else in the world other than what's going on in America that I've been taught in class, at least. You know what I'm saying?
The other way, Richmond, they challenged North Melbourne defence inside 50 and a brilliant finish by Ralph Smith.
Well, they got some reward from the changes they've made, haven't they? Coleman Jones has hit the scoreboard, Ralph Smith hit the scoreboard, Riola's hit the scoreboard.
I can't believe Richmond is just taken away like this, bro.
So they found some different avenues to go, which they've been lacking in this time. So it's a great result there.
It took them a long time to get going, but
That side, there's a whole heap of space on the other
North
side.
just doesn't know how to finish a fourth quarter, bro. That's gonna hurt them.
11 again, and the onus is on the Kangaroos to turn the tables. Goldstein, Anderson, Baker, some room to manoeuvre. To press here. Bumps it deep, Revold didn't need to jump, and he realised that he had body position on Bonner, and he takes the mark.
KT probably had to just jump in the way there.
And we know how brave he is.
It's not a brave issue, was it? It was
Yeah, I feel you though, bro.
If I go there and I leave Bolton on the ground, there's going to be an issue, and then the MJAC gets a nice one-on-one.
No offense at all.
He kicked what has turned out to be a critical goal just before the break. Earlier on.
That it is surprising. I didn't even think about
17 points for
with Tech's suspension, I didn't think about that at all. That he played with Eddie and shit like that.
And Richmond leads by 17 points.
Ironically, the story of the first half was the centre bounce dominance for North Melbourne, but this time Richmond get the centre bounce. They go the other way.
I was surprised too because Tex was like, I was really liking Tex this season. It seemed like this was one of his best seasons he was having. And for him to even talk shit about somebody that wasn't even playing, bro, it's like you're going out of your way to make comments like that.
Great mark there by Jack Rerob, contested mark. Got a hell of a lot of time to done. Great finish too. It's a captain's leader's goal.
Well, they kicked 9 of the last 12 goals. That's a fantastic response. You shouldn't be surprised, given how this is a fantastic footy side. And Jack all of a sudden is up to 47. It's a fair sort of a return for a player who's coming into the twilight of his magnificent career.
Yeah, amazing return. It's going their way again out of the middle. Bolton goes as long as he can, as quick as he can to Rebold. It wasn't far off. Parker popped it over to Prestia, and they're on their way now, the Tigers. They probably only need one more to finish off the Kangaroos. It's 23 points the difference. And it's one-way traffic.
Yeah, I've been really impressed with Prestia and Jack Grant in the second half. So they did their work out of his centre bounces. They just rushed forward.
Damn, I had no idea. I didn't know Tex was racist on the low. Damn.
Gets to the crumb, gets the first receiver. Good crumb by Parker and a great finish. So kicked some good snap goals in the second half. Richmond.
I did not know that.
Well, they kicked 2 goals from centre bounce this quarter round. So all of a sudden they've had the hand, or the backside handed to them out of the middle for the best 95% of the game. Yet they found a way to kick 2 goals when it's mattered most from centre bounce, which is well, again, it just tells you so much about this footy side.
There's so much football doing, Prestia, such a pivotal part in the Tigers' success.
Andrew Tex was dominant early in the year. I think the first game he had 7 goals or some shit like that. Tex definitely fell off, and then he was injured a few games. I'm surprised he stayed up there. But shit, all those chances are gone now.
That's coming back through the middle of the ground. It's been opened up and away they go. So the Tigers are taking it away from them. Full credit to them.
Huge numbers for the Kangaroos midfielders. Davies Uni had 35 disposals, Simpkin 33.
Y'all still got what's it, Doherty?
He's also at 24. Unless they can change the way this goes.
Doherty, is it Fogarty or Doherty on the Crows? Cause I be getting them mixed up. I really just like saying both of their names. Fogarty, Doherty.
Back through the middle. Edwards to Cochin. Stat having more influence as the game continues. Coleman Jones.
Darcy Fogarty.
Wasn't ideal.
So it's,
Taylor, though, is gonna have
but
to try and
Fogarty is a sharp shooter for sure, man.
Well, the ball got away from Parker unexpectedly. Prestia was there with the backup.
I actually think the Crows have a good core.
Short to Cochin.
They just need more players around them.
And Stack again, able to just able to keep his feet enough to get the kick away to Baker.
It showed you at 11 quarter time about what North did in the first quarter. Well, you can overlay it with what just happened then. Ball comes down, it's played out on the wing. All of a sudden, Richmond are able to come back through the middle of the ground. Parker hits Cochin in the centre. Cochin plays on quickly. Ball comes short pass for Baker. That was the MO of North Melbourne early.
So Baker.
Yeah. I still got Thilthorpe. Thilthorpe is somebody I think is going to be great in the future. Himmelberg is just big. I got a lot of big targets. They just got to be able to. I think it's the midfield that's the problem with the Crows, bro. They just can't move the ball efficiently. They definitely have a lot of tall targets in the 450 though.
Taking their opportunities in this second half. set shot 5 minutes ago by Jack Rewald. Another great finish there by Baker to go back and soak it up. They've been outstanding this second half.
And ask the question, Randy, at the start of this quarter, that this is going to be a really great test for David Noble. Look how far they've come, because early in the year, this is what we would have expected to have happened, that they get brushed aside and end up losing by 40 points. Well, all of a sudden it's out to 24, and this is not what you want given the advances that they've made.
It's starting to happen in centre bounce too, isn't it, guys? They're just walking out of will now, Richmond.
Yeah, I mean, I want to say y'all are ready for the 8 next season, but y'all have decent players to work around.
Finish off half back. Couldn't connect with Rebolt that time, so Norton can go to work. Tarrant to Goldston and look for answers on the way forward. I'm pretty tired legs, Davies Uniac. Back to Goldston. And Hall does
Getting that wooden spoon might be good for y'all, just for, you know, a good draft pick. Because I definitely think y'all gonna get it. Either the Crows or the Hawks gonna get it. I still think North gonna break out this slump. I really thought they were gonna win this game though.
No doubt in the post-match, Damien Harvick will again touch on the modern game, uncontested marks. Is it great for our game with the new stand rule? I assume he'll do that again today, I reckon, after the first half.
But what does it tell you though, Key? Because the adjustment was made, so clearly.
Here's Bolton across to Rioli. Can he get a second?
Young Rioli.
Because clearly Richmond have made the adjustment, Key, in the second half. So North Melbourne Valley played 22 uncontested marks in the second half. So
Richmond have taken 43.
43. So there's more to do with method though, Key. So they've shown the ability to stop North Melbourne's uncontested game.
I just think it's a discussion for the greater game, isn't it? He's clearly not happy with the way it looks at the moment, Damien.
There's a little gift to Thomas, a little gift for North Melbourne. Can they capitalise? Not ideal for Stevenson, made it far more difficult than it might have been. And in the end, the support that arrived was Richmond's. Squirts the way of luck. As always, Grimes was there, claiming the flag for the Tigers. Out to the wing for Cochin. Back through the middle again on the advance with Graham. Had plenty up his sleeve. Swarming numbers, Dow over to Foster, knowing that he'd have to get it back. He's shown a bit of ability to step through Dow, and almost for Bolton. Rioli again, a little soccer. That wasn't far off the mark.
Young Rioli might be great, bro. He's done a lot this game. He's got a goal already. He's just been hella active for it to be so early in his career.
Now Scott for Stevenson. Larky's roaming with a bit of room in the forward 50. It's going to be a long way from goal though.
They had the overlap, they had the outnumber. They just got really untidy for the Canyons.
Got out to 30 points. Short, a bit of a teasing game there. His numbers. He is their leading disposal winner on average this year, Jaden Short. Only 2 teams where it's a defender. He and Jack Crisp leading possession winner for their respective teams. Of course, the Tigers have been missing some of their regular midfielders for so much of the season at different stages. 7.5 to go. Baker or Edwards. Bolton decides to fly at that. Jack did as well. Bolton left the ball in a spin, but can't quite get the ball to come back.
Would have been a great goal. It's an interesting discussion, guys, with Richmond, isn't it? Just how they defend opposition ball movement. We've seen several examples this year where I think they've looked lacklustre when the opposition's got the ball. I think they needed tightening up. Yeah. I know the game might have changed at the stand.
Damn, North, you let me down. Looked so promising at first.
Jack Barney, he's going to take his kick. You think they can beat the Giants next week, Richmond?
Well, the suspicion is that might be a Friday night special, hello, and Toby Green decision that we're waiting for, or I think that's going to have, regardless of what the decision is, if it's a couple of weeks, then we're going to hear more.
Yep.
But if he plays, then that's going to be a great fight.
It's so happy changed, man.
It depends which Richmond we're going to see. The first half Richmond gets beaten by most teams in the
Toy.
competition. The second half Richmond is the one that everyone else in the competition fears is going to bob up in September and give all sorts of nightmares. So ultimately it becomes an attitude, doesn't it?
Toby Green off in 2 weeks.
Oh, it's it. That typo fucked me up, bro. Oh shit. I'll cook. We both cook, bro.
Been tough and hard and hit the scoreboard when they need to do the lift up forward.
Everywhere this year too, hasn't he?
Yep, went back as a half back and made his own. He's been through the middle at times.
One of only a handful of Tiger players that have played every game. Just a bit of possession footy here for Richmond.
What you talking about, Mitch?
Take the lead from Breast here on.
Oh shit.
So Tommy Lynch, just the 2 kicks and 4 handles and the 1 mark. So he's the one when you talk about finals and next Friday against the Giants. He's the one that they'd like to get going. And the first half
Mitch, what you talking about, Mitch?
Sam Taylor. Well, you want to hope that Sam goes to Jack.
Quick little adjustment from Crest here on the kick, and he and Ned Curtis on the same wavelength. Now we get to watch the big net go back and have a shot for goal.
And this man's a key to them as well.
That's a joke. Just the understanding between those two. More of that, please. Don't go to the obvious spot. Work it out. Get on the same page. Look at that kick. Off the square. As easy as you like.
1 goal for the season.
Hey, I'm probably gonna
Just misses.
teenage. You know how we do things over here, man. We just sit back, enjoy the game, and we talk footy
Giants or the Tigers?
and Aussie shit, and really whatever comes up in the chat.
That competition that would be very good for Richmond to be out of this final series.
But yeah, I am kind of tired though.
Yep. Good pressure from Rioli. Just ask him, Gary.
I'm just telling you.
No, that's all fair too. And there's Uniac. Forward. Look their way through that pretty well. Simkin to Steve.
Corona.
And to McDonald.
Dude got the corona,
Keep on coming.
no virus.
Through the middle. Back to McDonald. Just got a bit more untidy with their disposal of the game's gone on. The pressure was cold.
It's really obvious where the Kangaroos can get better, which I think is the exciting thing. We saw the first half of how good it looks. It's just the ability to be able to maintain.
Words are made, but the spot where Richmond knew was coming.
They recognise they've got some holes, Gary. I mean, this is the bottom end of the rebuild right now. Some of these young kids have taken some giant strides in 2021, but just some polish, just an occasion there, Anderson going forward. They're the sort of execution mistakes they've been making.
Yeah, and they'll start doing it for longer, and all of a sudden, hopefully, in another year or two, they'll be competing hard again.
Next to that, fuck you talking about heartbreaker? I didn't know I'm talking about that weird shit all the time. Look at young Rioli, bro. I really want. Bro, he gets me excited for Willie Rioli, and I don't even know why. I don't even think. I wonder how closely they're related. Hey, I'm not rushing that heartbreaker. Hey, no problem, man. Always the AUFC. Always for AUFC. My bad.
So being able to hit the scoreboard, so change their forward mix. Castagna and Arts were both dropped. Just failing to hit the scoreboard over the last 8 or 9 weeks, really. So clearly Damien Harding wants more from the scrumming forwards. Rioli has come in today, he's hit the scoreboard. Ralph Smith's hit that as well. Bolton's been able to
Hello, Natasha. Was good.
Coleman Jones will extend it out to Parker. Two keys are there riding it out.
No, it's not even that much. I could finish this easy, bro. If you want to put $100 on this, bro, you can do that. But I'm taking your money at this point, bro. It's not much left. You know what I'm saying? Push the Hayes. Bro, what is going on? Shit, this my last one, Heartbreaker. And Brett finished the Hayes. What is going on? Damn, what a loss by North, bro. What a fucking loss. Unresponsive in the second half. They didn't do shit the second half.
Just before halftime, they had one goal.
And it looked like their season was grinding.
They had a strong start too, bro. All they had to do was hold on. And North just let that shit go. You got they fucking ass whooped in the end.
Just gives you a little bit of hope. They looked hopeless, didn't they, up until that point?
Don't count them out yet. The Tigers find a second wind to overcome the Kangaroos. We've seen the name Morris Rioli back on the MCG. He's kicked his first goal in AFL footy as junior, and he's been part of a winning team. The Tigers get home by 33 points, and they're still going to make some other teams nervous.
Yeah, I'm finna get off myself, man. I ain't streaming no more games. Teenage, I'm not leaving it running, man. I'll be streaming tomorrow, though. Let me see what games I'll be streaming. Let me check that out. Hey, before y'all leave, man, please subscribe. Getting close to 1,000 subscribers. Really looking forward to that milestone. So, you know, if you ain't subscribed already, I really appreciate you if you hit that subscribe button. But tomorrow night, I'll be live. I'm probably gonna go live for like the Hawks and Collingwood game until halftime, and then switch over to the Dogs and Essendon game. Cause I'm looking forward to the Dogs Essendon game. Also, the Hawks Collingwood game really has no effect on the finals at all. That might as well be a fucking scrimmage game. Essendon needs this win, so I'm looking forward to seeing them play they fucking hardest. They need a win against a tough team. And the Dogs, I think, it's the toughest team to beat right now, so that's going to be interesting. I might be up for the Frio Lions game after that. No guarantees, because that comes on at 3:10 a.m.
Yeah, Morris, he's deserved the opportunity, and see, in those chase down tackles, just give him a fingertip. That's all we asked for him.
But
had a great night, snagged a goal and put out another one, but he kicked it out in the full. Great work today, Jake. You
But yeah, I'll be on tomorrow for sure.
Set the standard. Well done. Too easy. Thanks, guys. Cheers.
Hawks go boys. Grove Street home. Mitch, the fuck are you talking about?
Well, in the absence of a couple
Hawks game is supposed to be closer though.
I think we've got
Yeah, it's closer.
more than that.
It should be a better game, but
Premiership player and stuff.
Essendon needs the game to win. Needs to win this game for any type of finals chance.
How you feeling? Got through that one pretty strong.
Tasha, yeah, boy.
North Melbourne were awesome in the first half.
Tasha on some weird shit. Alright. Willie Yoli needs a video. Bring Willie back. Willie Yoli should be playing week 23, last game of the season for the West Coast against Brisbane. If no more bullshit goes wrong, he'll be in that game for sure. Heartbreak. CJ. Alright. Appreciate y'all coming out. Well, I appreciate y'all watching the game with me. I'm tired. I'm finna go to bed. It's 5 a.m. over here. So, there's a lot of weirdos in the comments right now. So, man, I fuck with y'all coming out. All that shit. Appreciate it. Till next time. Yeah.